Check out the website jfresh.co.uk.
Well, what's good, people? Make sure you check out jfresh.co.uk. You'll catch up with everything up to date. Stay up to speed. Oh, yeah.
What's good, people? Jay Fresh here for Fire Radio, jfresh.co.uk. Right here with the man himself. Oh, yeah, Wretch. Wretch 3-2 in the building. What's going on, fam? It's good to have you here.
You're right. Finally, I bought you biscuits and stuff.
I know. This hospitality is lovely. We've got chilled water.
We've got water, but in the super bottle, though. You got to get the bottle.
I know.
It's not swagging if it ain't.
Most people, they get the big studio with multiple sofas, but here we're taking it like nice, tight. Yeah. All about the content here.
Content.
Exactly.
Over everything.
Great to catch up, man. It's been a number of years we caught up over the phone.
Yeah.
Nice to have you here face-to-face style. First up, the new single, Blackout. Mad amounts of heat.
Yeah.
In your own words, the concept behind the record.
Concept behind the record is, you know, when you just, you know, you've done your Monday to Friday, it's got to Friday 6 o'clock, and you're like, you know what, tonight I'm gonna zone out, I'm gonna black out, I'm gonna go to, and it's entirely up to you where you decide to go. Like for me, I might decide to go to the studio to black out. I might decide to go to a nightclub to black out. You know, so it's optional. But for me, you know, when I wrote this and I had a second verse in mind, it was like, I'm going to that nightclub and I'm going to zone out, I'm going to black out, and I'm going to do my thing. So that's what it's about. It's just about uplifting, man.
And new material, we've got a new album from you coming as well. What was the most exciting element with the new project, with the new album?
Working on a new album, the most exciting element was trying some of the stuff I was trying, like just playing with my vocals a bit, man.
New ideas?
Yeah, new ideas. It's always interesting to try something new. What you sometimes, you know, you start off and you think, I don't know if I can do that, you know, and then you're like, all right, let me go in the booth. You've gone in the booth and then you've pulled it off, and it's like, wow, I don't actually know what I'm capable of until I try it. So on this album, I definitely tried out a few things. Because
my next question was going to be, this has been signalled as like a new chapter for you musically, was going to be, how have you approached it differently? But you've said you literally step in the booth, whatever's in your head, whatever idea has popped in, you think, you know what, let me just lay a few bars down and see how it works. So off the dome a lot of the time. In a good way.
Yeah. Sometimes off the cuff, you know. What happens is sometimes I write my lyrics in my phone, but it will always be on the day. I never prepare before. I just like to go in, not hear the song, hear it, and then start working. Sometimes, you know, I'm able to just write it here without jotting it down. And what I find is I say interesting things without writing it down. When I write it down, the flow's a lot tighter, but when I do it loose in the head, what I say is better than what happens when I write it down. So sometimes what I do is I will write the first verse down and then not write the second verse, so you get a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You kind of switch up the vibe a bit, so yeah.
And you're heavy in the festival game. The weather is getting nice right now. It's scorching right here. It's scorching right here in London. Lots of festival and summertime gigs lined up for you. Is there one in particular or one festival booking that's the one that you think, you know what? That's the one that I can't wait to hit up?
I can't wait to hit up whatever's first. Like, it's that first one that kicks it off for me. It
gets the juices
flowing, going. You're like, you're there now. You're like, okay, we're here. You do it, and then you're like, oh man, it's finished. I can't wait to the next one. Like, you kind of just keep going and keep going, man. And I'm excited, man. I love festivals. It's something that growing up as a kid I wasn't aware of. Do you know what I mean? My mum's not into festivals at all, so we had no idea what it was. I remember there used to be an advert like Glastonbury. You would have loved it, or something like that, and I didn't even know what Glastonbury was. You know, but now being a part of it, you know, it's a massive thing for me.
That leads us to that now it's more accessible perhaps for hip-hop, for artists, these kind of people. It's like you would say traditionally 15, 20 years ago, it was a different ballpark. Perhaps there wasn't that acceptance, and now you got Jay-Z, you got Beyonce, you got mad people performing. So the first festival is the one you look forward to.
First one.
First of many, man.
Numero uno.
Exactly. We always like to get some input from people like yourself towards aspiring musicians and artists. You know, always little tips or little like bits of information that you can give them that can kind of put them on the right track. So anything off the top of your head that you think new people should look at and take on board?
Keep going, man. Keep going. Work. Like, you're gonna get your break, you know, next week. You know, work. You gotta stick at this thing, man. It's not nothing that happens overnight. If it happens overnight, you can lose it by next week. You know, you take a long time to get there. You're going to appreciate it more, and you're going to try and, you know, have some longevity. And there's one thing I always look at. I look at the best athletes, the best musicians, and the best and biggest people in their field. So I was watching an interview with Money Mayweather the other day. He is probably the best boxer in the world right now. The guy doesn't look like he sleeps, you know. He's continuously on the go and he wants to be better, you know, and that's what I was getting from his interviews and watching behind the scenes footage of him. So I'm like, if he's the best athlete in the world, you know, boxing, and he's not sleeping and he's working harder to get better, why am I sleeping? Because I am not crowned as the best rapper in the world yet. So in order for me to be, you know, to become better and to become bigger, I have to work harder than the person who's at the top. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I think that's what we got to have, man, that hard work ethic.
I think, obviously, the hard work is essential.
Yeah.
But it's also important to relax outside of the work and outside of music as well. Yeah. It's well publicised. You're a big fan of EastEnders.
Oh, massive. That's my favourite ever.
Are you going to make a cameo performance in EastEnders? Are we going to see you, man?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. If they asked me, you know, excluding what management or anyone would say, I'd have to at least
You'd make it happen.
Consider it.
You would just make it happen, fam.
Like, if I'm being me and I'm just, you know, or whatever, then yeah, I'm in. But obviously if I'm playing a character, then I don't know, I'm not sure. But I'd love to be in EastEnders, man.
You'd love to do it as long as you can, be yourself.
Yeah.
We're having a nice interview. I don't want things to get fractious. I don't want things to get argumentative, but I'm a Man United fan.
Okay, cool.
And you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm going to ask you
you're smiling right now, so
I'm going to ask you... No, I like that. Professionalism, it's wicked. Robin van Persie's first season, how would you sum it up?
At Man U, incredible, man. Great player, man. Great player. But, you know, it's good for Arsenal to, you know, have a hand in Man United winning the league. Giving you a helping hand, but, you know...
We needed it, I'll be honest with you. We needed it.
Van P, man, he had a cracking season, man. Great player, great player.
It was absolutely crazy. And Arsene Wenger, are you believing he should stay? Do you think he's done a great job? It's time to move on? What are you thinking?
The funny thing is, man, like, when Wenger gets it right, he gets it so right, man. You know, when he gets it wrong, we're still top 5. Do you know what I mean? So
levels.
It's like...
That's levels, isn't it?
What we're demanding from the guy is absolute excellence. You know, and excellence isn't easy to come by every single season, you know. But it's definitely hasn't been a great past few seasons, and I'm just hoping things can get better. I do believe he is still the guy. You know, even regardless if he is, you know, going to step down from the management role, he should always have some involvement in the club. You know, he just is Arsenal, so yeah.
He's there to stay.
Yeah, he's there to stay, man.
The last time we spoke, you told me that if you had a radio show, you would only play your music and the music of all your friends, which I thought sounded dope, you know?
Yeah, that's because I think I'm funny, man.
It's all good. So who are you feeling right now? Who's on your iPod, or who are you feeling right now?
Right now, there's loads of stuff I'm listening to. I'm listening to a guy called Jacob Banks. I'm listening to a singer called Laura Mbula. I'm listening to Coldplay's last album. I'm listening to James Blake. I'm also listening to some underground rappers, Krypton Conan. I'm listening to G Fresh.
He's doing a lot.
Yeah, he is. I'm listening to a guy called Young, and I'm listening to everything. I'm just trying to, you know, get my ear. Oh yeah, I'm listening to Angel's album, which I think is great. A lot of stuff, man.
A lot of people out there you're feeling right now. Also, I want to talk about So Solid Crew quickly. Legendary pioneers of the UK game.
Yeah.
I mean, what can we say that would do it justice, really? Recently done a reunion gig at the Indigo 2. I don't know if you were there for that, but it was a madness. And they've announced the O2 Arena, the full thing as well.
Yeah,
exactly. Because that week I was there for Nas on the Tuesday, and there for So Solid on the Thursday. And I thought, you know what, this is going to be nice.
Yeah.
But from someone like yourself, how would you describe their influence or the impact they've had, and then how that's helped people like yourself come into the game perhaps a little bit later down the road?
Bro, they're like one of the first set of people that actually made me believe I could actually do this. Like, it's all good seeing Diddy killing it, Mace killing it, Biggie killing it, Tupac killing it, but I can still relate to them because they're talking about a life that I understand or whatever, you know, where they're coming from. But when you hear Jay-Z say, I'm from Brooklyn and I've never been there, So when I hear Mega Man say I'm from South London or rolling through the Thames or whatever, anything that I can relate to, I'm like, yeah, I've been there. I get it. I've ate in that restaurant as well, or I've gone past that chip shop, or
I know those places.
It's so relatable. Do you know what I mean? And then you're seeing it all glossed up as well on TV, and the videos are amazing. You know, the performances are so real. It gives you belief, man, and it installs hope in you. And I think every artist of, like, I say my generation that, you know, used to watch So Solid and stuff, still do listen and watch So Solid. I think they was inspired on the next level, man. I don't even think you can even put it in words.
And the thing is crazy when you look back at some of the videos now.
Mad.
And things do age, like fashion and this stuff. You still look at some of the videos and you're there going, rah, that still looks heavy.
Still.
And that's a track that's 12, 13 years old.
Oh, and you don't look at something and be like, what the hell are you wearing? It's still looking fly. Like the TTs and everything is just mad. Like,
it's all, it's wicked. I'm glad you're feeling that love. Are we going to see you a little So Solid collaboration? Can we see that happening?
Yeah, we could always see that happening, man. I've worked with Harvey, I've worked with Swiss, I've worked with Asher D, I'm still yet to work with Mega Man, still yet to work with like Lisa. There's still a few members I ain't worked with, but you know, there's always things on the horizon.
Wicked, man. Right now, I'm going to throw it over to some Twitter questions we asked earlier. Cool. Yeah. Obviously, for people locked in, for yourself, it's at Wretch32. For myself, Twitter at JFreshOfficial. As always, a range of questions.
Yeah.
I'll just read them out. First off was from Rax saying, when are you coming to perform in Vegas?
In Vegas?
In Vegas.
Do you know what's funny? Vegas is one of the places I've banned myself from.
Banned yourself from?
Yeah, I banned myself from Miami and Vegas.
What happened last time?
I haven't been. So Miami, I'm assuming I'll come back with a few more kids.
Okay.
Vegas, I'm assuming I'll either come back a millionaire or owing a casino some millions. So I don't know if that's worth the risk. So I don't know when I'm performing in Vegas.
Our next question is from Giovanni Roberts saying, when you're coming to Amsterdam?
Amsterdam is another story. I'm ready to go. I'm good to go. As soon as me and my agent start looking at some European tour dates, then I'm sure Amsterdam will be on horizon. Great place.
Wicked. Question from Stu Weston. Have you heard of DJ Mustard and is he hot?
I haven't heard of DJ Mustard, but with a name like that, I'm sure he is.
Standard.
Oh, yeah.
A question from Simon Constant. What's your favourite manufacturer of agricultural machinery? A JCB or a Massey Ferguson?
I'd probably say a JCB.
Any particular reason?
No, just...
Colour scheme?
Just like the name.
You like it, yeah?
Just like
Solid.
The syllables.
Love that. Question from Sam Chat saying, are you going to be doing any more tracks with Gigs soon?
Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd be nice. Gigs was one of the artists that I was always like, yeah, I need to work with Gigs. Then we done the record and it's like everyone was going crazy for it. So I don't know what we do. He's probably feeling the same as me. Like, do we do another one quickly or do we wait again and let the anticipation build up? And then but it's one of them things that if he gets something and he hears me, he'll ring me. If I get something and I hear him, I'll ring him. So yeah.
Yeah, on the cards. Final question is from Hannah Chapman saying, I love you, Wretch32.
Wow.
Please tell... Love strong. I love you, Wretch32. Please tell me you are playing in Bournemouth this year.
Off head, I'm not sure. But it's possible. Everything's possible. Did I see Bournemouth? Because, you know what, you can imagine I look at everything, but there's only so much I can remember in it.
The list, there's so many. The festivals, the tour dates, it's crazy.
And it's possible that I saw Bournemouth, but whatever it is, I don't think it's been announced. So... yeah, hopefully Bournemouth, yeah.
That was a lovely way of answering that question. She was demanding that. Listen, thanks for your time. We appreciate it, man.
Wicked.
New single, new album coming out.
Yeah.
The single Blackout, it's got a wicked remix package as well.
Yeah. We got some good remixes, man. It's always good to hit everyone up with some different elements of the same record, but can take it to different places, man. I love that.
What I love about Radio is that I'll play a version, and then another DJ or presenter will come on and play a different version. And someone else plays another version, and you think, you know what, everyone's supporting this. It's a hot tune. I'm not saying that because I'm in the room with you. It is a big record, and it's getting a lot of support out there. So
wicked, man.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
It goes
crossed.
It goes where it should go.
Yeah.
And finally, website, people to keep up to date with your many tour dates, movements, all the good stuff.
You can go on to wretch32.com, I believe. Yeah. I'm sure of it.
It's all there?
Yeah, it's all there. There it is, yeah.